Welcome back, everybody. It is Monday, January 2nd, 2023, and it's Run Streak Day 91. We're on the Summerset Trail, which we parked at Summerset State Park, and we actually come to Summerset pretty often, but most of the time I just run around the lake and I run through the woodland trails. But today I wanted to run on this paved path just to check it out. I've ridden my bike on it in one direction going the opposite way, but I've never really seen what's out this way. So far, it's just a bunch of fields and stuff like that, which isn't too bad. It's a little windy out here, unfortunately. And the firing range, the gun range, is pretty full today. Nobody's working today, apparently. Not doing too much recording and talking on the run today, just because, number one, it's really windy. I should have went the other way because it's more in the woods, it's more covered by trees, and the wind wouldn't be such a factor. Luckily the wind isn't cold. It's more just an issue for the camera than it is an issue for me right now. But the trail itself is just straight and flat for the most part. Not super exciting, so there's not really too much to record and show you guys. But I'm also doing like an 8-minute and so like an 8-10 mile pace right now, so it's a little harder to comfortably talk to the camera at that pace than it is like a 8:30 or 8:45 pace. So I'm actually about 2 miles away from the gun range at this point, but I'm hearing gunshots in these woods right here, right next to me, which probably isn't a good sign. There's not supposed to be any hunting here on the trail. Now, interestingly enough, up ahead on the trail, there's something, an animal, walking on the trail up there, and it's black in color, about the size of a dog. It's probably not a coyote because it's the wrong color, but it could just be a stray dog, and that could spell trouble for me as well. I think it's heading in the same direction that I am, though. I think it's going that way, not towards me. But I'm almost at my turnaround point. We're only doing 4.5 miles today, and we're at 2.15. So I'm turning around at 2.25, heading back the other way to complete my 4.5. The mileage this week is going to be a lot less than last week. Last week we did 37, or a little over 37. This week we're going to do more like 30 probably. So keeping it a little lighter, going a little easier on the legs. There's 4 deer crossing the trail up there. If I had to guess, that might be what somebody was shooting at, and they're trying to get away. Maybe at this point I had to stop because I was about to run right in front of them. Wow, that's crazy. Hopefully they got away. I haven't heard any more gunshots. I'm basically right at my turnaround point. I'm at 2.5 miles now. I was supposed to turn around at 2.25, but I always overdo it by just a little bit. So it's gonna end up being a 5-mile run today. That's okay. All right, back to running. Well, I figured I'd take a minute to talk about the movie that we watched last night. We're still on our Bruce Willis movie streak, and the one that we ended up picking last night was an interesting choice. Not one that I had seen before. It was a 2012 movie called The Cold Light of Day with Bruce Willis, Sigourney Weaver, and Henry Cavill. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but the dude who plays The Witcher, basically. Yeah, it was not what I was expecting in a Bruce Willis movie. A little bit of a spoiler alert here. Bruce Willis gets killed pretty quickly into the movie. He didn't last very long. So the main character is not Bruce Willis, it's his son, Henry Cavill. Still a good movie, still worth watching, but again, not what we were expecting. So I got a couple movies picked out for tonight. Might be Planet Terror, because I don't think Inga has ever seen Planet Terror, which is a Quentin Tarantino movie. If you haven't seen it, it's great. We'll see. Not sure what we're gonna watch tonight. One thing I'll say about this section of the Summerset Trail, it's not ultra scenic, but it is very flat and very straight. So if I do want to do a time trial, or even like a 5K time trial or a 1 mile, whatever I want to end up doing, this would be a good trail to do it on, because there's very little traffic, both pedestrian and car. You do cross a couple roads, but they're just dirt roads out here in the middle of nowhere, Indianola, Iowa. So yeah, I think when it's time for me to do my time trial, I'm gonna come back here. So we just hit mile 4, means we got 1 mile to go on the run, but that also means that once again, for the 88th straight day in a row, we've ran 5K or longer. So almost at 90 days on that streak even. Crazy to think about, super crazy. We're getting close to 100 on the run streak in general. Also, for anybody who's wondering, Inga is still resting. She still has a little bit of pain in her thigh and her quad. So I've told her, don't try to come back until there's no pain. And at least to this point, she's agreed with me and she's holding off. She just ordered a new pair of shoes on Amazon, some new Asics. I don't remember which ones it was. It was one of the popular Asics ones, but she's looking forward to getting those and trying them. She's probably still, if I had to guess, maybe 4, possibly even 5 days away from running again at this point, but she's getting closer. I had to stop. I'm at mile 4.5, but I just got a rock in my shoe, so I got to stop and take it out. Okay, start the watch again here. Okay, made it back, all done with the run. Ended up being, of course, 5 miles. Pace for today's run, 8 minutes, 5 seconds per mile. So not too bad, a little faster than the last few runs. I was thinking about keeping the run short, as I mentioned in the video, shorter, like 4.5, but tacking on an extra half mile doesn't do too much as far as, you know, tiring my legs out at this point or anything. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right, we're gonna go back to the house and get showered up, get ready for our day.
So Inga's been working on some meal plans here for the next couple weeks. We're trying to do the starch solution type of diet here, although yesterday we ate, you know, some processed food for New Year's Day, but other than that, we're planning on, at least this point forward, just doing whole foods, no oil, minimally processed foods whenever possible. So today was Monday, of course, and we had potato tacos for dinner. I didn't show that because it's something that I've shown in a few videos before. I didn't want to do like a third recipe video type of thing for that. Tomorrow will be roasted tofu and vegetables, and tomorrow's Tofu Tuesday, so I will end up doing a video on that. We got falafel wraps on Wednesday, pasta for Thursday. Friday is Inga's birthday, so we're planning on going out, but we're gonna go to a Thai restaurant. That way, again, we can still pretty much stick to our starch solution diet and keep everything minimally processed and low in fat. Saturday we want to do enchiladas, Sunday chow mein, and then for next week, this week is pretty much set in stone, but next week could change a little bit. We're not sure, but we want to do taco salad, curry tofu, black bean tacos, onion roasted potatoes, stir fry with vegetables, pasta and lentil ragu, or excuse me, pasta with lentil ragu, baked potatoes with chili. So yeah, some pretty good meals ahead. We'll see how this goes.